Like, ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro, on the down. They in my house. They making threats to me.
What started as a holiday live stream turned into a full-blown arrest that's got the entire internet talking. Ray J went live on Thanksgiving morning from his house in Porter Ranch, and within hours, he was in custody facing criminal charges. This whole situation involves his ex-wife, Princess Love.
Drive, Tony, he's been drinking
I'm
too.
not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
Their two young kids, a loaded weapon on camera, police responding to a domestic violence call, and a $50,000 bail. The live stream captured everything: the threats, the confrontation, even the kids crying in the background while police sirens closed in. We're breaking down exactly what went down, the shocking details that came out after, and why this might change everything for both of them.
But you know what? Even through everything that's been going on, you've been riding for me, and I've been riding for you.
Right.
I toast to that.
Let's get into it. To understand how this Thanksgiving situation even happened, you gotta know that Ray J and Princess Love have one of the most complicated relationships in entertainment. They got married back in 2016 at the Cathedral of St. Vibiana in Los Angeles. Together they have two kids, their daughter Melody, who's 7 years old, and their son Epic, who's 5. But here's where it gets wild. These two have filed for divorce 4 separate times. Princess Love first filed in May 2020 during the pandemic, then dismissed it a few months later. Ray J filed in September 2020, and they called that off in February 2021. He filed again in October 2021 and dismissed it in March 2023. Then Princess filed for the 4th time in February 2024, and that filing is still active right now. So they're technically still married, but have been in divorce proceedings for almost 2 years straight this time around. Despite all the back and forth with divorce filings, things got confusing earlier this year. In April 2025, multiple witnesses spotted them together at the Millennium Tour in Miami. According to TMZ, people saw them kissing at a Bow Wow concert. Sources close to both of them said their relationship has always been hot or cold, even while divorce papers were pending in court.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Why are you waking my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up?
There were warning signs that things were getting worse. Back in March 2025, police detained Ray J after another explosive argument with Princess Love. This happened right after his performance on the Millennium Tour with Sammy and Pleasure P. According to TMZ, they started arguing about the divorce when Ray J allegedly became aggressive and started yelling. Multiple sources said he appeared to be under the influence. Police showed up and investigated, but didn't find enough evidence to make an arrest at that time, so they released him. Princess had been telling people publicly that the relationship was over. She did an interview on The Morning Hustle back in February 2025, where she explained that they loved each other and were great friends, but they worked better that way instead of being husband and wife. She said their lifestyles were just too different to make marriage work. So heading into Thanksgiving 2025, they were still legally married, in the middle of their 4th divorce filing, trying to co-parent 2 young kids, and their relationship had been nothing but chaos for years. Early Thursday morning on November 27, 2025, Thanksgiving Day, around 4 in the morning, Ray J started a live stream from his home in Porter Ranch, California. Right from the beginning, he's ranting to his viewers about having the worst Thanksgiving in the world. He's claiming someone's trying to take his kids away from him, and that he's being threatened in his own house. Then the situation escalated fast. According to TMZ, Ray J grabbed a weapon from the table and loaded it while still on camera. He told viewers that if people stepped foot near his door, he was going to defend his property. He stormed off camera, but the live stream kept rolling. You could hear him yelling at people off screen, accusing them of trespassing in his home. That's when Princess Love walked into the frame holding their 7-year-old daughter, Melody. She immediately confronted Ray J, telling him he had just pointed a weapon at them. Ray J denied it and started accusing Princess and her cousin of being intoxicated. He said they couldn't drive with the kids while under the influence, and he wasn't allowing that to happen. Princess fired back at him, calling him an abuser.
No, I hate you over the fucking head, bro. Get the family. No, get the out of here.
Then another man entered the room, reportedly Princess's cousin's husband. The situation went completely off the rails. Ray J started making threats toward the man. The camera either got knocked down or Ray J set it down, but the audio continued recording everything. You could hear Ray J telling the man to get out of his house and saying he had protection on him. In the background, you can clearly hear one of the children crying. Then police sirens start getting closer and closer. According to the Los Angeles Police Department, officers responded to a 911 call at approximately 3:55 a.m. The address was in the 20,000 block of Birmingham Way. The call reported assault with a deadly weapon and domestic violence. The person who called 911 reportedly told dispatch that Ray J was possibly armed and that the situation involved a custody dispute over the children. On the live stream audio, it sounds like Princess is speaking with the responding officers. At one point, she mentions that her son told her there was a weapon on the table. Officers arrived at the residence, cleared it for safety, and took Ray J into custody. According to LAPD statements, Princess Love told officers that Ray J, whose legal name is William Ray Norwood Jr., pulled a weapon on her during the confrontation. She also reported a history of domestic violence and explained that the dispute started because she wanted to leave the home with their children. Police recovered a weapon along with additional items when they searched the residence. Ray J was arrested on suspicion of making criminal threats and transported to Van Nuys Jail. The booking report shows his bail was set at $50,000. Jail records indicate he posted bond and was released later that same day around 11 in the morning, which means he spent roughly 7 hours in custody. TMZ cameras were waiting outside when Ray J left the Los Angeles area jail Thursday afternoon. He came out with his entourage, dressed all in black, head down, phone in his hand. He refused to answer any questions from reporters. Someone identifying himself as Ray J's manager told the photographers that Ray called him from inside the jail, and he came immediately to help get him out. Ray J was later photographed outside a bail bonds office smoking a cigarette. According to online court records, his arraignment date got set for December 19th. Princess Love moved fast with her response.
I've been doing a really great job at protecting my peace and staying off of social media and just going to work, taking care of my kids, minding my business.
Later that Thursday afternoon, she posted a video to Instagram with the caption saying, "Enough is enough." In the video, she made it clear she would never put her kids in danger, including leaving them with someone who was threatening people with a weapon. She talked about being the parent who does everything alone, taking the kids to school, going to parent-teacher conferences, putting them to bed while Ray J is out doing whatever he wants. Then Princess revealed something that explained why she insisted on being present during Ray J's time with the kids on Thanksgiving. She said the last time she left the children alone with Ray J, they walked in on him in bed with another woman. She told Ray J directly through the video to stop deflecting and take accountability for pulling a weapon on her and her cousin's husband just because she was trying to leave with her kids. She also told him to check himself into rehab because he was more than just intoxicated. The video got over 260,000 views on X within the first day. Ray J posted his own response video, but later deleted it. In that video, he claimed Princess and her cousin's husband were trying to wake up the kids and take them while they were intoxicated. He said a man came into his bedroom where his kids were sleeping and tried to get in his bed to take his children. He insisted he was defending his kids and his space. Ray J said he was shocked when police arrested him because he thought they would understand his side and see he was just protecting his children. He stressed that he showed self-control and didn't physically assault anyone. He kept emphasizing that he loves his kids and wasn't playing around when it came to them. Social media reaction was immediate and intense. The live stream footage spread everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Most of the commentary sided heavily with Princess Love. People expressed serious concern about the children who witnessed everything and had to hear their parents screaming at each other while a weapon was involved. The hashtags related to the incident trended for days.
If you want to leave, leave. The kids is upstairs sleeping in my bed.
Within 24 hours of being released from Van Nuys Jail, Ray J was back online streaming. But he had some news for his followers. Twitch had permanently banned him from their platform because of the Thanksgiving incident. He confirmed on a Kick livestream that the Twitch ban was forever, and he'd never be able to go back on that platform again. Then Ray J started talking about what happened to him while he was locked up, and it caught everyone completely off guard. He told viewers that jail was not okay, and that he had a horrible time. He claimed he nearly got into a physical confrontation with another inmate over an extremely inappropriate situation. According to Ray J, another man in the cell was engaging in a private act under his bed. Ray J said he almost had to defend himself 4 times because he was just trying to survive in there. What made it worse, according to Ray J's account, was that the man was allegedly calling out his name while doing it. Ray J seemed genuinely disturbed by the experience and ended that part of the story by warning his viewers to never go to jail because it's really bad. There are no police reports or jail records that confirm Ray J got into any altercation while in custody. The entire story comes only from what he said on his live stream after being released. The person sitting behind him during that stream looked absolutely stunned while listening to him describe what happened. Here's what a lot of people missed about this situation. This goes way beyond just one crazy Thanksgiving morning. This connects to ongoing custody issues, a documented pattern of behavior, and serious money involved. Princess Love has been saying for months that she doesn't trust leaving the kids alone with Ray J. That revelation she made about the children walking in on him in bed with another woman completely explains why she demanded to be present during his parenting time on Thanksgiving. The divorce filing from February 2024 is still actively moving through the courts. According to court documents that The Blast obtained, Princess is demanding joint legal and physical custody of both Melody and Epic. She's also demanding spousal support from Ray J. Ray J filed his response asking for joint custody as well and requesting that spousal support be determined later. He asked that they split their assets equally and that each of them pay for their own attorney's fees. But things got messier in April 2024 when Sukihana posted content on social media showing expensive gifts and thanking Ray. Then, in December 2024, Sukihana shared text messages she received from Princess Love. In those messages, Princess alleged Ray was being inappropriate with her and was involved with multiple other women. Princess later confirmed publicly that Sukihana and Ray J had been intimate and were in some kind of relationship. In January 2025, Ray J addressed the divorce on one of his live streams. He said he didn't want to get divorced, but Princess wanted it sometimes. He said if they do end up divorced, that would be it for him and he'd stay single forever. He talked about how when you make vows and promise someone something, if that doesn't work out, you just go back to being completely single. He said if either of them ever wanted to settle down again, it would only be with each other because that was their agreement. There are major business angles here that affect everything. Ray J has been performing on the Millennium Tour with other R&B artists. He's trying to maintain his career and public image while dealing with this messy divorce. Princess Love has been building her own separate career and reputation. She made history in December 2023 as the first black woman to advance into the top 45 of the World Poker Tour World Championship, finishing in 40th place. Then, in February 2024, she won the Celebrity Poker Tour Invitational 2 in Las Vegas. She's been establishing herself as a serious poker player outside of reality television.
Princess, on your first live televised win, it was so amazing to have you. Are you going to be back for the next one to defend your title?
Both of them have public careers that depend heavily on their image and reputation. Every single incident between them plays out on social media for millions of people to watch. That Thanksgiving live stream wasn't a private family dispute. It was broadcast in real time to potentially thousands of viewers. The fact that Ray J chose to go live during that situation shows how tangled up their relationship has become with social media and public performance. He thought showing his side of the story would help him. Instead, he created video evidence that led directly to his arrest. Ray J's legal history adds more context here. Back in 2014, he faced charges including battery on a police officer and resisting a peace officer. Those charges stemmed from an alleged incident at a Beverly Hills hotel bar, where he allegedly became belligerent with staff and then with responding officers. That case eventually got resolved, but it showed a pattern of volatile behavior. He's also currently dealing with a lawsuit from Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. According to People in Variety, they're suing him for defamation over comparisons he made about their behavior to other legal situations. That case is still ongoing, which means Ray J is now fighting 3 separate legal battles at the same time: the criminal case from Thanksgiving, the divorce and custody case with Princess, and the civil defamation lawsuit from the Kardashians. Princess Love has been strategic about how she's handled everything publicly. She's consistently presented herself as a single mother doing everything alone, even while technically still married. That narrative has been clear across all her social media posts for the past year. She's positioning herself as the stable parent, the one who shows up for school events and bedtime routines while Ray J is traveling and performing. The custody battle is critical because California family courts focus entirely on what's in the best interests of the children. Ray J now has an arrest on his record for making criminal threats. There's video evidence of him threatening people while armed. There are children present in that video, and you can hear them crying in the background. All of that will be major factors when a judge determines custody arrangements. Family law experts who've commented commented on similar cases say that documented incidents involving weapons, threats, and children being exposed to traumatic situations can dramatically impact custody. Courts can order supervised visitation, mandatory anger management or substance treatment programs, and restrictions on overnight visits. Ray J's attorney will have to address all of this directly, especially Princess's allegations about substance issues that she mentioned in her video response. The financial stakes are enormous too. Ray J posted $50,000 bail, which means he either paid that full amount or paid a bondsman roughly $5,000. Legal fees for a case like this can run hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's paying for attorneys in the criminal case and the divorce case simultaneously. That's 2 sets of legal fees, 2 sets of court appearances, 2 completely separate legal battles happening at once. Meanwhile, the Millennium Tour continues with scheduled performances. Ray J is supposed to keep performing, but tour promoters have to be considering the risks now. What happens if there's another incident? What if he gets convicted and can't travel for shows? Artists on package tours like the Millennium Tour depend on each other to draw audiences. One person's legal troubles can affect everyone's income. The other artists on that tour, Bo Wow, Sammy, Pleasure P, Lloyd, haven't commented publicly on Ray J's arrest, which is strategic because nobody wants to get dragged into someone else's legal drama unless absolutely necessary. Right now, Ray J has a court date scheduled for December 19th. He's facing charges for making criminal threats under California Penal Code Section 422A. That law defines the crime as someone who willfully threatens to commit a crime that would result in death or great bodily injury to another person. Even though nobody got physically injured during the Thanksgiving incident, prosecutors can argue the threat was credible and immediate because police recovered multiple weapons at the scene and there's video documentation of everything. If convicted, Ray J could face up to 1 year in county jail for a misdemeanor charge or up to 3 years in state prison if prosecutors charge it as a felony. Given that children were present, that there's clear video evidence, and that multiple weapons were recovered, prosecutors have strong leverage. However, in California, especially for cases involving domestic-related charges, there's often room for plea negotiations. Ray J's legal team might try to negotiate a plea to lesser charges in exchange for anger management classes, domestic violence counseling, probation, and possibly a restraining order. A restraining order would directly complicate the custody situation. If the court issues a criminal protective order, Ray J might be restricted from contact with Princess Love. That would make drop-offs and pickups with the children extremely complicated. Family courts would need to arrange neutral exchange locations with a third party present to facilitate transfers. Princess Love has been relatively quiet since her initial video response, but sources close to the situation told The Blast that her legal team plans to use the Thanksgiving incident as their main argument for why she should get primary physical custody with Ray J, receiving only supervised visitation. The divorce case is separate from the criminal case legally, but they'll definitely influence each other. Any conviction in criminal court becomes evidence in family court. Any custody restrictions imposed in family court can be referenced during criminal sentencing. The 2 cases are intertwined even though they're being heard in different courtrooms. From a career perspective, Ray J's options are shrinking. The Twitch ban is permanent. That platform and that audience are gone completely. He moved to Kick, but that platform has a significantly smaller audience and less mainstream appeal than Twitch had. His opportunities for mainstream television might disappear too. Networks and production companies avoid the liability and public relations problems that come with someone facing pending criminal charges, especially charges involving domestic violence and weapons. The Millennium Tour might be his most stable income source right now, but even that's questionable. Tour contracts typically include morality clauses that let promoters remove artists if they create negative publicity that could hurt ticket sales. For Princess Love, this moment could actually boost her public profile. She's being portrayed as the protective mother, the woman who finally stood up and said, "Enough is enough." Brands looking for authentic voices about motherhood and empowerment might see her as an appealing partner. Her poker career gives her credibility and income completely separate from reality TV and entertainment industry drama. This situation has become more than just Ray J and Princess Love's personal problems. It's a case study in how live streaming culture and social media intersect with real legal consequences. Ray J genuinely believed that going live would help his case. He thought broadcasting his side in real time would make people understand his perspective and vindicate him. Instead, he created a permanent digital record of himself making criminal threats while armed with his children nearby. That video is now evidence in a criminal prosecution. It's been downloaded and saved millions of times across different platforms. Even if Ray J wanted to claim things were taken out of context or edited, the full live stream exists in multiple places. This is the reality of fame in 2025. Everything is content. Every argument, every dispute, every private moment can become public instantly with one click. Once it's out there, you can't take it back. You can't undo it. The internet is forever. For younger artists and public figures paying attention, the lesson should be obvious. The live stream is not your friend during a crisis. Your phone is not your ally when emotions are running high and situations are volatile. That impulse to document everything, to control the narrative, to show your side, it can backfire catastrophically. Ray J has been in the entertainment industry for decades. He's Brandy's younger brother, so he grew up around fame and music business. He's seen careers rise and fall. He's watched people destroy themselves in public. And yet, when it came time to handle his own family crisis, he made every mistake he should have known to avoid. Princess Love, by contrast, waited until after the arrest to post her response. She took time to think through her message and make sure it was clear. She controlled her narrative instead of reacting in the moment. That's why public perception has largely sided with her throughout this whole situation. The saddest part of everything is the two kids caught in the middle. Melody and Epic are 7 and 5 years old. They're old enough to understand and remember what happened that Thanksgiving morning. They're old enough to eventually see videos online, to hear other kids at school mention it, to feel the weight of their parents' very public battle. Family therapists who specialize in children of divorce consistently say that exposure to parental conflict, especially conflict involving threats of violence, can have long-lasting effects on emotional development and a child's sense of safety and stability. So that's the full story of what went down with Ray J's Thanksgiving arrest. He's facing criminal charges with a December 19th court date coming up fast. Princess Love is pushing forward with the divorce and fighting for primary custody of their kids. Two young children witnessed a traumatic situation that got broadcast to millions of people, and the fallout is still developing. Keep watching for that December 19th court date. That's when we'll find out if there's a plea deal, if the case is going to trial, or if something else gets worked out between the attorneys. Watch for updates on the custody arrangement, because Princess's legal team is absolutely using this arrest to argue for supervised visitation or serious restrictions on Ray J's parenting time. Watch whether Ray J stays on the Millennium Tour or quietly gets removed from the lineup. Watch whether any brands or business partners distance themselves from him. Watch how this affects the divorce settlement and whether Princess's bargaining position gets even stronger. This whole situation proves that you can't live stream your way out of serious problems. You can't perform for social media when kids are involved and weapons are being pulled. Reality eventually catches up, and sometimes the cameras that made you famous create the evidence that brings you down. For Ray J, this might define the next chapter of his entire life and career. For Princess Love, this might be when she fully steps into independence and her own power. For Melody and Epic, this is a memory they'll carry with them, and hopefully they get the support and help they need to process everything. What do you think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Ray J can recover from this? Do you think Princess made the right call going public with everything? What should happen with custody? Let me know what you're thinking. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button because we'll be following this story as it develops. More updates are definitely coming. Thanks for watching and see you next time.